And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. O'Neal is out there with Banchero. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Iverson in at the shooting guard position. And for Miami, we've got Thompson. Chamberlain is out there with Walton. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Irving in at the point. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match. Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
Here's Walton. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
To the wing on the left. Banchero passes to Drummond. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Irving. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Irving looking for an opening. A shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now just over a minute played here in the first. That one goes. Count it.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that three-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Pass to Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Erik Spoelstra, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Out to Thompson. Pass to Chamberlain. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hart. The Heat rebound. Thompson outside. It's Hart on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Iverson outside. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Miami trailing. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And here is Irving to the paint and stolen by Drummond. Here's Iverson. And it's Drummond with the jam.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. And so Miami again turning it over. Jalen Ramsey back in the Heat here tonight, of course.
And he became a Heat fan during their title streak a few years ago. And when his pro football career brought him to Miami, one of the things he was most excited about was sitting courtside at Heat games.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Heat, trailing by 2. Chamberlain a screen. Hart wide open. He fired.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Chamberlain. O'Neal trying to break free. Chamberlain, no luck.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
To the middle. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Outside Irving. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, here is O'Neal. Clock at 6. Loads it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
It's stolen by Banchero. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And the basket is good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Thunder?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Here's Irving. Jermaine O'Neal making his last shot. Thompson outside. Here's Chamberlain. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Chamberlain got 8 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Drummond. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That is what we call grown man strength. Andre Drummond excels at brushing off the contact and converting anyway.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Here's Iverson following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. The 3, and it's Allen Iverson with the 3.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the 3 ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
Now, here is Chamberlain. 10 points for him. Out to Thompson. Goes back up. Pass to Chamberlain. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Now Hart still scoreless.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Irving. Iverson passes to Banchero. Now Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. How good was that move by Shea? Creating a bucket. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Serving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for three.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. And it's sent back by Irving.
Whoa, big time block from Kyrie Irving. Guys, love seeing him hustle on that end.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Holiday comes in for Paolo Banchero. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Iverson outside. Pass to Drummond. And Hibbert with the block. And he stays with it. And it's Drummond missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the inside. Here's Hibbert. And that comes off the assist by Pierce. And the Heat lead by 1.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Drummond. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Faried setting the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Guys, the post-production has been off the charts. I just like the strategy because it'll open up more offense later on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nenê, he's checked in for Drummond. Dort comes in for Allen Iverson. And it's Morant in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Unseld. No scoring in this one. Down low, here's Pierce. And he banks in the lane.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
And so Morant will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. And Hibbert with the block. Faried against Randall. Pass to Hibbert. Crawford kicks to Randall. Some solid defense from Faried.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Morant.
6'11", broad-shouldered, tough for the defense to get that shot in the nays without fouling.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Thunder, Nenê, 2.
Take a break. Take a break.
No good on the free throw.
Listen, we all know a healthy, motivated Nenê is an elite player at both ends.
And he sinks the second. 1:20 left in the first quarter of the game. Crawford outside. Back to Randall. Shoots over George. Randall with the bucket.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
Nenê outside. To the wing right side. Morant surveying the D. And he drives for the hole.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
The Heat with the lead. Randall dishes to Hibbert. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Faried. Morant against Crawford. Morant outside. And that one is good. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Crawford against Morant. Crawford outside. The kick out to Pierce. Fires the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Oklahoma's. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Allen Iverson. O'Neal is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Banchero. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander into the 1. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day.
A man attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Here's Chamberlain after the made shot from Allen Iverson. This is the baby hook. The Thunder with the lead. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, you can't teach size, just the old expression, and Andre Drummond making his presence felt defensively.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Lobbed up there for Thompson. It's stolen by Banchero. Left side, O'Neal. Inside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Floats one up. Basket counts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Irving passes to Chamberlain. Here's Hart from the arc. Miami no good on that time either. O'Neal against Hart. Now here's Banchero. He's tightly guarded.
David Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Drummond. Banchero kicks to Iverson. Clock at 6. Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, you can see Paolo has a team-first mindset. If there's an opportunity to get a teammate involved, he's going to do it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. And stolen by Drummond. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Iverson with the block. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Iverson. Fires for three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Hart kicks to Irving. Walton against O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The Thunder lead by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Irving. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Screen by Walton. To the paint. And Walton throws it down.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision-making simply outstanding.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 7. There's the 3. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Bobbed up there for Thompson. And stolen by Drummond. O'Neal inside. Walton defending. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Irving for 3. Here's Chamberlain. Makes it off the glass. Chamberlain got 14 points.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now here's Iverson. 10 points for him. Now here's Drummond. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, that's an example to me of Kyrie Irving's craftiness, right? Understanding how to draw the contact from defenders.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle, as good as it gets.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 4. Chamberlain with the block. Walton against O'Neal. And Walton kicks to Hart. Pass to Chamberlain. Irving with the bounce pass. Heat moving the ball around. Chamberlain with a screen on Iverson. Launches it from deep. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Over Thompson. O'Neal misses. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Oklahoma City foul. Andre Drummond. First personal foul. Second.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Now at the line.
The first one falls. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Chamberlain hits them both. Here's Morant. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. A different look for Miami. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Chamberlain. Julius Randle comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Crawford in for Irving.
Jamal Crawford.
Pierce against Holiday. Fareed outside. Pass to Nenê. Outside. Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Nenê setting the pick for Holiday. Denied! Pierce with the block! And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Crawford against Morant. Got a hand on it. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Nenê.
Well, Nenê is eating glass on the offensive end. You like to see that aggressiveness.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Hibbert.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Over in the corner, Dort. Fareed, right side. Outside Holiday. Dort, a screen on Pierce. Back to Dort. Wow, hammering it in!
How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
Holiday against Pierce. Pass to Hibbert. Back to Pierce. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Up top, Dort. He's defended by Randle. 6 to shoot. Dort with a screen for Holiday. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
Randle dishes to Hibbert. Crawford looking over the floor. Back to Hibbert.
Thunder foul. Nenê. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The Heat have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Roy Hibbert. 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Thunder leading by 5. Fareed outside. Nenê kicks to Morant. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 6.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now here's Crawford. Scoreless thus far. Shoots the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And how about the anticipation and imagination there from Unseld? Sees the play developing and delivers the pass on time and on target.
Here's Nenê. Outside, Dort. And Holiday kicks to Dort. To the middle. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Dort. He's got 8.
Boy, that is a heads-up play right there by Lou Dort. He sees an opening and gets the ball exactly where it needs to go.
Crawford outside. Dort grabs the miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And they pick up 2. And now it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Bounce pass, Crawford. Randall against Dort. A fader. Randall no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. And here is Dort. Down low. It's deflected and stolen by Hibbert. Pierce feeling it out a bit. And the basket by Unseld.
They're finishing in the face of some really good defense there. Unseld shows how difficult it can be to guard him inside. I didn't think he'd be able to get that one off cleanly.
Now here's Fareed to the paint. And the shot's good from Nenê.
Assisted by
Nene's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the lob to the hoop. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Nenê. Fareed outside. Here he goes. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot draw. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Josh Hart out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Walton in at the 4 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Drummond with a screen on Irving. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain a screen. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Drummond. To the inside. Chamberlain with the block. Thompson passes to Irving. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. They double-team Chamberlain. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hart. Banchero grabs the board.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Iverson outside. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Iverson's got 13.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Chamberlain with a screen on Iverson. Inside. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now Iverson, 13 points in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. And that one, good. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3 level.
Out left to the wing. And Caro. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. Rebound, Bill Walton. Walton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hart. Irving from long range. The Thunder pull it in. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hart against Banchero. Here's Drummond. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Spins over Walton. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 now.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. And Walton throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And it's good, 2 points.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it, yes, sir.
Chamberlain with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. O'Neal sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Iverson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Hart with it. Still yet to score. The kick out to Irving. To the middle. Pass to Walton. The second chance effort. Now Hart. It's tipped. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Thompson outside. Hart with a screen on Banchero. And here is Hart. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Allen Iverson.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
Now that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
He lobs it up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
The Heat trail by 10. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Now, here's Hart. He has yet to score. Unloads from 13. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Right wing. Iverson outside. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
Nice stroke on Iverson's jumper. He looks so confident taking that shot.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Chamberlain down low. Working on Drummond. And Chamberlain gets it to go.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Let's hear it for you.
And so Morant will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Dort passes to Holiday. Fareed setting the pick for Holiday. And finished off by Fareed.
a shifty player who really thrives on making the right play. Holiday sure runs a smooth pick and roll.
The Heat trail by 12. Crawford finds Pierce. Takes it inside from outside the arc. That's good from Crawford on the assist by Pierce. Crawford's got 6.
Boy, that's just great passing out of the double team. They had him bottled up, but he manages to create an easy basket out of all that pressure.
Pass to Dort. Morant with it. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Jamal Crawford picks one up.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
And the second free throw, good. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Unseld. Pierce kicks to Hibbert. Over in the corner, Randall. Shoots over George. Randall no good. The Thunder leading by 10. It's Dort on the wing. He's defended by Randall. Crawford against Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Randall a screen on Fareed. Here's Unseld. Fareed defending. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nenê outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. On the wing, Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Pierce. Pass to Crawford. Hibbert with a screen on Morant. Crawford passes to Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Morant kicks to Fareed. Dort against Randall. Morant right side. And they double up Morant. Fareed dishes to Morant. There's the triple. Nice D from Crawford. And Miami is shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Holiday against Pierce. They double up Pierce. Crawford outside. And that comes off the assist by Pierce. Pierce has got 4 assists in the game. .106 left to play in the third.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Crawford outside. Back to Randall. Crawford outside. The offensive rebound.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
That free throw good from Randall. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And finished off by Fareed.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
There's Crawford with the three. Connects from three-point range. Crawford's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
From 11 feet away, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Andre Drummond is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Banchero in at the three, the small forward. Chamberlain, the pass to Walton. And Thompson kicks to Walton. And here is Irving. Misses the three.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Here's O'Neal. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Iverson against Hart. And that's collected by Bill Walton. Walton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hart. Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hart. 5 to shoot. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Miami foul. David Thompson. Second personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Iverson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drummond sets the screen for Banchero. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 6. Hart the pass to Irving. Chamberlain with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Irving, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about that? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, big-time defender, and sends that one back.
Drummond sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And it's Irving missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Here's Hart. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
That's just concentration from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy's accustomed to big-time defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Chamberlain with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Andre Drummond showing you, I am a vertical threat at the cup. Look out.
Hart against Iverson. High post Chamberlain. And Walton kicks to Irving. Looking to get back on track here. And he sinks the layup.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there.
Out to the right wing. Ben Carroll finds Drummond. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain with the block. And they're able to recover. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Heat. They trail by 11. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Coming out on the court, your Miami Heat.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Pass to Iverson. Over Hart. Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by the Heat. Chamberlain got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Second personal foul.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Oklahoma City leading by 6. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Irving. Drummond with a screen on Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Drummond. Good on the shot.
Boy, not much you can do against Andre Drummond. He's skillful enough that if a defender is trying to take away an opportunity, he can still score it.
At the line for the Thunder, Andre Drummond. 1.
Free throw good, Drummond. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Rebound, Bill Walton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jermaine O'Neal. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Walton. Thompson passes to Hart. Cloak loose. Now here's Walton. To the inside. Hart against Iverson. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 8 rebounds in this game. Iverson outside. Drills the three-pointer. Iverson's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drummond sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. He'd have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. On the wing, Thompson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Third team foul. Now at the line, David Thompson.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Fareed's checked in for Oklahoma City. Good on the second free throw. And here is Iverson. From downtown, Miami grabs the miss. Thompson passes to Hart. Chamberlain with a screen on Iverson. To the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Second personal foul. Team foul.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. To the right side. Banchero passes to Drummond. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. And that's now 30 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Banchero dishes to Drummond. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Irving. Kicks it out to Iverson. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's Irving. The three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Now Iverson. Six on the shot clock. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Hart with it. Here's Irving, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
To the wing right side. Banchero finds Drummond. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Irving, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who is always looking for ways to improve.
Down low, here's Chamberlain. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Chamberlain got 35.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
To the wing on the left. Banchero passes to Drummond. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
On the court is your high squad.
Outside Irving. There's the try. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It's the balance that Kyrie Irving maintains. Even after getting hit on the drive, it's incredible.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Iverson outside. The Thunder with another miss. The Heat trail by 5. Now, here is Irving. To the inside.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Iverson against Hart. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
Free throw good, Iverson.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Shot on the wing. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Man, that is is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Offensive rebound. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Iverson. Chamberlain with the block. They recover it. It's good! Timeout called the Heat. They're trailing by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Let's give a huge mighty welcome to the Heat Breaker Dance Crew. Hey fans, let's hear it from your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
Thompson from long range. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
At the line for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And Irving launches it from deep, off target. So we see the Thunder get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.